Go.
Good morning, it's Jim with Becky behind the camera. Together we are With It Retirees in Beaverton, Oregon. Well, we're out in the greenhouse today. It's in the low 40s outside, and inside right now it's pushing 60. So it's really quite pleasant in here. And what I want to talk about today is the secret to heating a small greenhouse in the wintertime. But before I tell you the secret, because that's kind of the culmination, I'll show you what we use to heat this greenhouse quite effectively. Let's start, and I'm going to try and give you a frame of reference. This, by the way, is a really good coffee heater. So this is one of the infamous candle heaters that I do use, and it has its place, but there are some things you should remember about them. Each one of these candles is roughly 250 BTUs. That's British thermal units. That's a commonly used unit for heat. So together, the four of them, now we have 1,000 BTUs. That's what we get out of this. Nothing more, nothing less, give or take. Depends on the size of the candle and stuff. But anyhow, let's go on back here. These are imported Furheim German lanterns, the best lanterns you can get. And they, as best I can tell, after everything I've read and felt myself, get somewhere around 1,000 BTUs a piece. So you got 1,000 BTUs here. You got 2,000 BTUs between the two lanterns, so a total of 3,000 BTUs. Keep that in mind. Now, let us go over here. This is the Mr. Heater propane heater. The one square that we have on that's low, that's going to give you 6,000 BTUs. So that one square, twice as much as if you wanted to equalize that without this running, you'd have to have two of these going. Each of the other squares adds another 6,000. I very rarely use it over the one, but that's for another story. So anyhow, 6,000 BTUs, which would be roughly equal to the low setting on a normal electric heater you might have in the house. So you could bring an electric heater out here, turn it on, and you would get roughly the same output of heat as you're getting from this. So that's just something you should know. We use this kind of heat, of course, electric because it's better, but we're not going to get into that today. So I just want to tell you how we do it. Now, here's the thing. The reason it works in here, and it works really well, is the secret. And the secret is insulation. Not real dramatic, but the reason this room is as warm as it is right now is because it's reasonably well insulated. If you look, these walls, I used to have single walls. I put a double wall in, they have foam insulation in them. This window here, I'm just about, I'll show you this, to put these storm windows over the windows. They go like so, and they just screw in there all the way around. So now I have double windows there. The roof up above, same thing, foam insulation on this side. It's a 50-50 roof. And then if you flip around the other way, the thing I did this year, which really helped, gave me 25% increase in, or decrease in what I needed, is I put another layer of polycarbonate underneath the roof. If you look up where the leaves are, that's a corrugated roof on the outside. Then you got a 3.5-inch space. Then you got polycarbonate. It actually has an air space between it on the bottom, so it gives you a really nice air pocket, and makes it do what you want to do. Now, if you have just a standard plain Jane greenhouse and you don't have any way to hook any of this crap up, and you say, oh no, if you get something like this stuff is actually called reinforced plastic, I think sometimes. But basically it's got little strings in it. It's just tough as nails. And you can get this stuff pre-cut with grommets very inexpensively, surprisingly inexpensively. And you could make a tarp that fit over your greenhouse completely. Not not counting the ends, and that would cover the roof and give you an air pocket in there, which would be a really good thing. Remember, if you do that, make it a little bit short, because you want to tack it down on one side and use a bungee cord so you can get it down tight on the building. If you don't do that, it's going to blow away. Keep in mind, you want something like this that's clear so the sun will shine through. In the wintertime, that's a lot of your heat is going to be from the sun, so that will give you both. And something you can do. So anyhow, do not underestimate the importance of insulation. It's everything when it comes to heating a place like this. We will see you when it gets a little bit colder. Oh, this is a Zippo lighter. It never goes when I need it to. My very favorite lighter for lighting candles and oil lamps. I would highly recommend you get one of these if you get a chance to play with the candles and the oil lamps. We'll talk to you later.